Tonight, the ride-door story of Jim Jones and Chrissy. The love story we believed we knew has been torn apart, leaving the streets of Harlem on fire, the blogs crashing and the cameras flashing. 20 years of devotion, selflessness, and public humiliation have now exploded into the decade's largest reality TV scandal. It all started with a whisper. Fans were frozen by Chrissy's mysterious Instagram post that said, "Some endings are louder than beginnings." Did it end? After yearning for a ring for decades, had she finally left? Minutes later, blogs were overflowing with alleges that Brooke Bailey, a model, and Jim got married in secret. Yes, another woman, you heard correctly. Online screenshots of marriage certificates were posted. Insider rumors of a Vegas wedding and hazy pictures of Jim and Brooke went viral simultaneously. But it wasn't over yet, because the very next day, fans went into heart collapse as an unidentified Twitter account posted a shocking image of a newborn wrapped in a hospital blanket with the words, "Congrats, Chrissy, the baby is beautiful. Chrissy when she was 5'3". A celebrity miracle or the dirtiest scam the past." The attempt to decipher the facts caused the internet to fall apart. Now, was Chrissy a mother? Did Jim remarry in secret after cheating? Ciara then appeared live on stage at an event, her message penetrating the turmoil with a steady voice as if fate had predetermined it. "Get married to that woman, Jim. Chrissy is worthy of her crown." There was a gasp from the audience. Jim's tense smile made it clear that this was more than just a dramatic moment. This was war. The subsequent events are more shocking, louder, and darker than anyone could have imagined. It was the whispers that became yells that almost brought down the internet. The most outrageous set of rumors has been directed at Jim Jones and Chrissy Lament, the hip-hop and love couple who have spent over 20 years dragging the public through their highs and lows. Initially, it was a reverberation, Chrissy's mysterious Instagram post which featured the straightforward black and white statement, "Some endings are louder than beginnings." Fans knew instantly that it wasn't random. Chrissy doesn't post unless there's a message behind it. This one struck like an earthquake. In the minutes, timelines filled with conjecture. Did it end? At last, had Chrissy had enough? Then the news hit, sending shockwaves from Hollywood to Harlem. A rumored marriage license was published on a gossip blog. Jim Jones and model Brooke Bailey were legally married in Vegas a few weeks ago. The caption shouted, "Exclusive," yet the document was hazy and the name was blurred. Brooke Bailey and Jim Jones were secretly married. Screenshots proliferate more quickly than wildfire. With hashtags like #GMExposed and #ChrissyDeserved, Twitter went crazy. Better. That was only the start, though. When an unknown Twitter account posted a startling image hours later, admirers assumed it was a fake. Chrissy, a newborn baby in a blanket that read Lampkin, a hospital bed, a woman's arm with an ID band. "Congratulations, Chrissy." The caption reads. Chrissy's name went viral in a matter of seconds. "The baby is gorgeous. At 53, a baby. Did this actually happen?" Supporters yelled, argued, and sobbed. A few claimed it was a fraud. The fact that Chrissy had been concealing her pregnancy from the cameras, the blogs, and even Jim himself was explained. According to others, the internet was overrun with memes. Millions of people watched TikTok reaction videos. It was more than just a rumor. Now, chaos reigned. And then, as the commotion reached fever pitch, a different voice broke through the cacophony. Ciara standing on stage during a glamorous public event. Ciara grinned and said the words that went viral on the internet while glaring at Jim Jones. "Get married to that woman. Jim. Chrissy deserves to be crowned." Everyone in the crowd let out a gasp. Jim's anxious smile, his uneasy shift in his seat, and his expression all captured on camera. Immediately, the video went viral. Comments were swamped by fans. Ciara expressed what we have all been considering. "Ciara, go check out the gym." In the story, Chrissy became a hero, even among her quiet admirers. The woman who was worthy, finally endorsed by one of the most well-known and renowned musicians. The tale, however, did not conclude with cheers. An unidentified backstage footage surfaced hours later. The video, which was grainy and shaky, showed Jim pacing the floor with his phone in hand while he said angrily why she had to say that now. Why she had to put me on the spot. Chrissy bursts into the moment. "E takes Ciara because even though her voice cracked, what she said was clear, so you can hear it. Jimmy, 20 years for crying out loud." The rest of the clip was unnecessary for fans, but it ended suddenly. By daybreak, the blast had already become a nuclear dot. Marakra and Hash posted on Instagram. Jim were trending all over the world. Celebrities added their voices to the chorus. Cardi B uploaded a picture of a crown. In a tweet, Remy Ma said, "A queen. Don't wait 2 decades for a crown. Period." Wendy Williams even shared a grinning footage from her previous program, claiming to have called this year's prior. The darker receipts, however, started to show on Instagram. Screenshots of purported text exchanges between Jim and Brooke Bailey went viral. Jim is said to have written, "Vegas was just us. Nobody got to know till I say so. Chrissy would never leave." According to another phrase, she invested as well. Fans were appalled. Some defended Jim by saying that the texts were manipulated. Chrissy had squandered 20 years on a man who never intended to give her what she deserved. According to others, not only that, but a voicemail appeared. The voice was distorted and of poor quality, but it was definitely Jim's. Chrissy is unable to discover. Not yet. Let me deal with her. The video quickly went viral. Chrissy's visage appeared on memes with captions such as "Free Chrissy 2024" and "Give her better." Chrissy meantime doused the flames with petrol. She wrote, "Funny how the truth always finds its way out without specifically addressing anything, and the internet went crazy. Was she verifying what had been said? Did she do this of revealing Jim?" Fans analyzed each and every word and punctuation. When it seemed like the internet could take no more, the so-called Vegas tape was released by a burner account. An unreliable video shot at a hotel chapel. A guy wearing a low hat, a lady wearing a white gown. The officer spoke loudly. "Would you accept this woman?" Prior to the video cutting to black, the internet broke down. Did Jim have a spouse? Was Brooke Bailey his wife, by law now? Or was the whole thing a complex hoax? By releasing their own exclusive, TMZ entered the debate. Chrissy's admission for postpartum tease was purportedly confirmed by hospital staff. Issues. Chrissy's names were circled in red on a leaked medical record that appeared on all blogs. The crowd sent forth a yell. The theories grew in number. Chrissy was accused of using a surrogate by others. Some said Jim's baby was with someone else. The craze was uncontrollable. Then followed the most eerie leak to yet, when 2 a.m. A 7-minute audio track called "The Voices" was uploaded by an unidentified account. Jim and Chrissy are having a fierce disagreement. Chrissy crying, "Jimmy, I devoted my youth to you. The years I was at my finest. Now you're giving rings to someone else." Jim's tone was cut. "You believe that this is how I wanted it. Chrissy, you're not even half of the tale." Not by half. The sound of a baby's cries could then be heard faintly in the background. Fans stopped. Replay after replay. Analysis videos caused editing to lag. The one that it was an obvious cry. Twitter went viral. "Whose child is that?" Memes were all over the internet. The scream reverberated globally. It demonstrated that Jim had a secret child. According to Chrissy's attorneys, according to Jim's supporters, it was altered. But Chrissy didn't say anything till she did a single quote. She broadcasts live on Instagram, her voice trembling and her face barefaced. "I was there too long. I let the world fool me because I had too much faith. But no more. I am here to prove myself to no one. Let the truth do the talking." She cut the live stream short. Comments poured in from millions of watchers, asking for more. "Stand tall, Queen." Ciara captioned the video when she reposted it, and fans erupted. Chrissy's victory was formally declared by the internet. Jim was not done though. He shared a studio freestyle a few hours later. Defiant and fiery. "You all only witness a portion of my life, but you pretend to know everything. 20 years my wife doesn't trust the hoopla though." His remarks generated considerable discussion. Did he avoid the truth or was he defending Chrissy? Then the last grenade fell into the chronology. A purported legal correspondence from Brooke if Jim didn't wire a 6-figure settlement. Bailey's lawyer threatened to post certified documents of a legal union online. The internet erupted into a full-fledged civil war once it landed. A certified copy of the dated and stamped document purportedly from Brooke Bailey's legal team was threatened by screenshots. Legal union documents until Jim paid a 6-figure compensation within 48 hours. The blogs went crazy. Was Jim being blackmailed by Brooke or was she attempting to coerce him into acknowledging the marriage? Fans immediately divided into sections. #TeamTree and #Jim were trending together. Reddit conspiracy threads claimed that the documents were faked to undermine Jim's credibility while he married Brooke. However, the plot took a darker turn after that. A voicemail purportedly recording Brooke talking to a friend was leaked. "I was the one," Brooke muttered. Brooke talking to a friend was leaked. "I was the one," Brooke muttered. In the scratchy voice, Chrissy, he argued, was simply routine yet comfy. After Carrera made him feel ashamed, he said he was aware that he needed to formally start dating me. He wants to go back now. "I have proof though." Within minutes of the voice message going viral, a flurry of thought pieces were produced concerning devotion, treachery, and the eroding illusion of rare love. Chrissy remained hauntingly silent in the meantime. Silence can speak louder than words, as fans flooded her Instagram comments with thousands of crown emojis and statements like, "Sis, walk away. We got you." Moreover, Chrissy's refusing to react just made the situation more chaotic. This was when the most devastating blow. Yet, a shaky FaceTime recording was released by an unidentified key TikTok user. It showed Brooke Bailey's reflection in a mirror behind Jim, who was shirtless and lying in bed, grinning at the camera. As the caption cried out, the internet went crazy. Tell the truth, don't lie. Users of TikTok analyzed each picture, focusing on Brooke's unique tattoos and encircling them in red. YouTube receipt channels posted 28 notalizes of the video. Memes caused the timelines on Twitter to collapse. Chrissy, with clown accessories. In Vegas, Jim marries himself. While wearing a pastor's robe, Brooke posted a picture of herself cradling a baby with the comment, "Meet our daughter." The memes were amusing, but the meaning was grave. Should the FaceTime be it was, in a game? Jim was serious. He was leading to lives. Then another twist appeared. A mysterious message was posted, at precisely midnight by the burner account that had released the Vegas tape. "He'll tell it to you tonight." A few minutes later, a thrown audio file surfaced on the internet. Jim's voice was furious and harsh. "They have no idea what I cope with. Chrissy has no idea. Brooke has no idea. Nobody is aware. What I had to do, I did. Indeed, errors did occur. But no one should doubt my loyalty. No one should doubt my affection." The recording concluded with a slammed door, loud breathing, and the sound of glass breaking in the distance. There were a ton of theories. Was Jim confessing to something? Is it an old clip that has been misinterpreted? Or was his enterprise hit by a live bomb detonated by someone who had hacked his phone? Finally, in the most terrifying way imaginable, Chrissy broke her quiet as if on cue. One image of her carrying a black leather binder full with documents, pictures, and receipts was all she shared on Instagram. "Truth always comes in threes. Don't play with me," was the caption that sent fans spinning. It became a battleground in the comment area. Sis lowered down to pull a Monique Samuels and said, "Drop the binder. Chrissy, Jim's time is over." An hour later, #CHRS binder was trending all over the world. Jim, meantime, attempted to avoid the storm with a tired look and an angry voice. He went live on Instagram. "What you see on the internet. You guys believe that is the issue with the modern world? Did anyone get the whole story? Don't people ask me nothing? All you want to do is see me go down. Well, I'm not into it. I am doing well. Chrissy is solid with me." Before he abruptly halted the live stream, many of users flooded the comments section with Brooke and laughing emo. The damage was done. To put it in caps, he was not believed. Then the most catastrophic leak occurred. There was a purportedly footage showed Brooke holding a baby in her arms that was captured by a close friend. "This isn't about money or influence. It's about respect. He's the father and he knows it. Chrissy deserves to know," she said, staring directly into the camera. When she kissed the baby's forehead and the video ended, the internet went crazy. Was Jim Jones the father of Brooke's child? And if so, was this the cause of the rumors of his Vegas wedding? Blogs shared city-side pictures of Jim as Funflex went on air criticizing Jim for messing with Chrissy's heart, while 50 Cent shared a meme of Jim juggling 3 wedding rings with the caption, "Pick one." Threads said the baby had the Jones nose and celebrities piled on. "Champ, there is no loyalty in these streets." By sunrise, the controversy had gotten out of hand. Even the cast members of Hip Hop and Romance contributed. Kamala shared a mysterious story and Yandi liked a suspicious tweet about wasting women's time. One headline read, "Chrissy, the People's Queen." Fan groups organized online petitions calling on VH1 to grant Chrissy her own spin-off free from Jim, and media outlets covered it like breaking news. The People's Clown Jim. Then the unimaginable occurred. A Hackin' collective posting anonymously screamed. Grabs purportedly taken from Jim's email account, with one email's subject line reading, "Views, marriage agreement, confidential." Fans weren't sure if they should believe the receipts. But another thread discussed child support payments, with Brooks's name in the notes. VH1 execs were rumored to be in emergency meetings discussing whether to remove Jim from future Love and Hip Hop seasons completely. Jim's single quotes as Empire was falling in real time. Music sponsors discreetly dropped collaborations. They couldn't be ignored. The most shocking cliffhanger was yet to come though, as Chrissy's star continued to rise as the world came together to support her as the ultimate survivor. The woman who had survived 2 decades of heartbreak and rose like a phoenix. The burner account reappeared with one last message just as the dust was starting to settle. "He can no longer hide." Fans cried out. "What video? What proof?" Before the 10-second teaser, a film of Jim Jones sitting in a dark room and talking into a camera arrived. I decided I now have to deal with it. The video ended abruptly. The internet stopped. What was he going to confess? And most horrifying of all in all, would this video validate every rumor concerning Vegas, Brooke, and the baby? The cliffhanger left fans gasping for clarification, and Friday came like Judgment Day. The internet froze, timelines refreshed, and hearts thumping as the burner account promised to release Jim Jones's complete confession. Even mainstream outlets like Shadroom and TMZ promised coverage. TikTokers brewed confession watch parties. Twitter Spaces ran live countdowns, and the digital world wasn't just watching, it was salivating. That was precisely 9:00 p.m. Jim Jones sat by himself in a darkened room. His hoodie drawn tight, his eyes red, and he peered into the camera, his voice steady, but low. The clip dropped. 3 minutes of blurry footage that exploded the culture. I can't take back the things I've done. I still love Chrissy, but I won't sit here and lie any longer. Vegas occurred. Brooke happened. And yes, the baby happened. Additionally, the hush that followed those remarks may have engulfed the entire world. Millions of people watched the video repeatedly, each time gaining more insight. Jim had acknowledged it, and every rumor, whisper, and grainy screenshot was verified. Twitter users hailed Chrissy as a living legend for weathering decades of betrayal. And blogs said that within an hour, #JimConfesses was trending in 32 countries. TikTok reaction videos showed supporters screaming, crying, and collapsing onto couches. The movie wasn't finished, though, because in the last seconds, Jim drew closer to the camera, his voice breaking, and I believed I was shielding Chrissy. I wrote obituaries for Jim's career in real time. I thought I could handle it all, but I lost control. Now that the truth is out, perhaps it was necessary. The internet went crazy, and Chrissy broke her quiet. Just a few minutes later, sharing a single Instagram story with the comment, "Finally free," and a picture of herself drinking champagne without sunglasses. Fans showered her with crown emojis, calling her win assured. And #Chrissy won forever swept the world's trending rankings. Brooke Bailey, however, wasn't going to allow Chrissy have the final say. A few hours later, she went live on Instagram while carrying the baby, shedding tears, but declaring, "He's not just mine, he's ours. I won't allow anyone to take away my reality." And Jim knew what he was doing. Charlemagne thought God lambasted Jim on The Breakfast Club. My guy made Chrissy wait 20 years. Millions watched live, and screenshots traveled like wildfire across all platforms. The spectacles turned into a media circus donkey of the decade. 50 Cent doubled down with another meme, this one showing Jim juggling 3 strollers with the phrase "Pick one champ," only to award a Vegas chapel the title. Even Ciara tweeted cryptically, "Letting go is sometimes necessary for love." It was taken by fans as a subliminal message to Chrissy to move on. Executives were reportedly in full panic mode. According to VH1 insiders who leaked rumors, the spin-off focused on Chrissy navigating life after Jim. Driven by her binder of receipts in emergency meetings, reportedly discussed removing Jim from Love and Hip Hop, completely out of fear of backlash. But others pushed for the opposite. A gang of unknown hackers returned with receipts directly from Jim's purported and dozens of emails and text threads were leaked online, adding to the rumors that Netflix was looking into a documentary deal called The Crown: Chrissy vs. Jim. Fans gasped when they saw one of them. Jim sent a terrifying message to a private contact: "If Chrissy finds out, I lose everything. Keep Brooke quiet." Was Jim planning a cover-up all along? And was the confession video staging damage control instead of genuine regret? Chrissy stoked the fires with a cruel post that featured a carousel of images of her binder now open with pages of hazy pictures of Jim and Brooke, bank accounts, and screenshots. The caption read, "If you think this is over, you have no idea who I am." Twitter memes, "This is over, you have no idea who I am." Twitter memes crowned the binder, the Infinity Stones of Truth. While Jim fell mute, no lives, no money. The internet surged with threads exploding with calls for Chrissy to disclose the complete binder. TikTokers promised to Venmo her simply to see the receipts. There were no posts, no freestyles, no nothing. Some fans thought he was hiding while others said he had left Harlem. A paparazzi photo of him in an airport with his head down and hood up, appearing broken. Then, as if the universe couldn't stop adding petrol to the fire, got around. In a leaked anonymous video, Chrissy was seen speaking to a companion. "I wasted years, but I'm done," with a calm, almost relieved expression on her face. "Despite their belief that I am weak, this binder will bury him. Look." Although the video finished suddenly, the main idea was fans gathered around Chrissy like never before, with marches appearing in Atlanta and Harlem with posters that read, Chrissy won and Binder Queen. Online petitions called for VH1 to fire Jim right away and crown Chrissy. It was evident that Chrissy wasn't just surviving, but preparing for battle. Celebrities stepped up their support for her as the franchise's legitimate queen. Cardi B tweeted, "Chrissy was that one that took 20 years, but she free now." The burner account posted a final message at daybreak, but the most terrifying development was that the baby wasn't the last secret. Fans sat shaking, yearning for answers, but the cliffhanger was too harsh, too huge to grasp. The internet froze, wondering what else could possibly be going. Anna's second marriage, another child, or an even worse treachery waiting to explode. When it comes to Jim and Chrissy, the truth is always stranger, messier, and louder than fiction, as the past 2 decades have demonstrated. Now, the question that has everyone on the internet trembling is, what is the last secret the burner account promised? What could possibly remain if Jim has already revealed Vegas, Brooke, and the baby? Is it another secret marriage, another child, or something darker that might destroy everything he has worked so hard to achieve? This isn't just celebrity rumors anymore. It's history being written in real time. Every leak, every mysterious post, every late-night live is a new jigsaw piece that fans and insiders are trying to piece together. And if you blink, you'll miss it. Chrissy, Brooke, and even the hackers aren't holding back. Jim is the only one who remains silent. And silence can be the loudest confession of all. So, you have 2 options. Either catch tidbits from the blogs while sitting on the sidelines, or stay tuned in so you don't miss a single bombshell as it drops. Because if you agree with Chrissy, press the like button. Share your most outrageous thoughts in the comments section. Who do you think is playing whom? Most importantly, hit the subscribe button and enable your alerts. The last secret will rock the culture to its foundation because you don't want to miss this scandal of the decade. And you'll want to be here first when the next leak happens.